Government was on the back foot on these three farm laws right from the time it was moved in Parliament and it was passed in the circumstances where the opposition was opposed to it vehemently, both inside the house, and then of course the protest started. Initially, the belief was that we can discuss these issues with the protesters and a way can be found out. And that is when assurances were given that the MSP issue, one of the planks on which the protests were on, will stay, and the apprehensions about it are misplaced. Somehow these things did not work, and then of course there was this whole process of discrediting the protesters, saying they are Khalistani elements and leftists, and it's backed by people with vested interests, and these are not farmers. Probably the government did not expect that this will go on for more than a year. Now, and of course the government was drawing a lot of flack for this. In Western UP, in Haryana, where the BJP is in power, and in Punjab as well. And so close to the elections, they realized that this will become a big issue and something needs to be done, especially when it comes to Western UP, where the Jats have supported the BJP since the 2013 riots. Probably the feedback that the government was getting from Western UP was not much in favor of the BJP, and that seems to be one of the reasons. The Prime Minister chose Guru Nanak Dev, the Guru Purab, to make this announcement, and it's very clear that he was reaching out to the Sikh farmers in Punjab. But the main concern, of course, for the BJP is Western UP. In Punjab, it is hopeful of doing some electoral benefits if an alliance with Captain Amrinder Singh's new party comes in, and that seems to be one of the factors as well. In some ways, the violence that took place in Lakhimpur Kheri, where farmers were run down by these vehicles belonging to BJP MP from Lakhimpur Kheri. That is one of the factors, and the protesters were Sikhs. That area has, Bahraich, Lakhimpur, that belt has a sizable number of Sikhs, and they were protesting. And the way it has flared up after that, obviously, and the way the opposition cornered the BJP and the ruling party in UP, that was a matter of concern for the BJP, and that definitely is again a contributing factor to this decision. So in Punjab, BJP does not have high stakes because it has been a minor party there, and whatever electoral dividends it got in the past was mainly because of its alliance with the Shiromani Akali Dal. Now that is not there, they will have to tie up with Captain Amrinder Singh. Captain Amrinder Singh himself may not be a very potent force now because of his age, and now that he's out of the Congress. So he had toyed with this idea or gone ahead with this idea of forming a party of his own much earlier, some decades back, and that had not worked. There is little reason to believe that it will be about this time. Moreover, the farm laws may have been repealed, but the pain and the long agitation that has taken place, the pain of that agitation is not going to go away so soon. The anger against the BJP is not going to dissipate so soon. And again, it's not very clear how many of the Hindu votes in Punjab BJP can get because it's a minor party. So it may not be a very positive thing, but then again, some of the damage, of course, definitely has been controlled. So BJP had done extremely well in Western UP in 2014 after the Muzaffarnagar riots, and which brought the Jats towards the BJP. And 2017 we saw the same thing happening, where BJP made big gains in Western UP. Now that was being affected because of the farmer agitation. The fissures between the Jats and the Muslims were not as wide as they were earlier. And the farm protest was actually taking over the other issues represented. And so the BJP was concerned that the Jat voters will probably leave them. And Ajit Singh's death will also get some sympathy votes to RLD. So that was one factor. Then Rakesh Tikait was leading one of the factions which was protesting, and so his support base again comes from Western UP. The way the Congress was trying to capitalize on these issues, let's not forget that Rahul Gandhi had predicted in January 2021 that these farm laws will have to be repealed. So all these were matters of concern. There are about 120 constituencies in Western UP which were at stake, and BJP had fears of losing the support base here. So in Western UP, Samajwadi Party is quite strong, and there seems to be a direct fight between the BJP and the Samajwadi Party in the forthcoming UP elections. Congress has been gaining ground, mainly because of the protest that Priyanka Gandhi has launched. So Hathras was one case, which is again Western UP, and then Lakhimpur Kheri, which of course is the Terai region, but touches. And so, these factors may get Congress a lot of traction. Of course, to win elections, you need cadre on the ground, and you need good candidates, and the caste factor will be at play. But BJP definitely is in not as strong a position as it was in 2017 or 2014 Lok Sabha election. RLD will also probably try to capitalize on this. So, as I said, Rahul Gandhi had predicted in January 2021 that that these three laws will have to be repealed, and the government has no other way out. And this is his moment to triumph. He can claim that I had predicted this, and it is because of the protest that the Congress had launched that this has happened. So Punjab, again, they are likely to gain, and Western UP, they can go to the people and say that we deserve credit for this and you should vote for the Congress. So yeah, Congress does get a shot in the arm because of this repeal of the farm laws. Congress can gain provided it keeps up the ante, it does not lose the momentum. It comes very close to the elections. So there is definitely a chance that the Congress can gain from it. So these fronts or these coalitions, are formed with a certain purpose in mind. And here the protests is what, against the three farm laws is what had brought these people together. There were a lot of, it was a very disparate group. They did not have many similarities, and there was only one binding factor which made them stick together for more than a year. Now that the farm laws have been repealed, they can make those noises. Of course, the protests will not have much currency now. So, but they can, they will keep breaking up the issue, but it will now get, make them go back to whatever issues they were espousing in the local area of influence.